My job here today, folks, is to walk you through greatness. And when I say greatness, all of the speakers have a wonderful background and experience. I was trying to do the math in my head a couple hours ago to figure out how many years of life and business experience all of these great speakers have. And I gave up after I got up to like 3, 4, 500 years of experience and wisdom that people are going to bring to you. So, with no further ado, let's kick off with our first one. And the first person I want to bring to the stage is E.G. Sebastian. And E.G. is a certified DISC model, behavior model facilitator, consultant, performance coach. He's done over 500 workshops and keynotes on a variety of behaviors and performance related topics in leadership development, team performance. And also, E.G. is an author and a co author of multiple books on behavior, communication, and performance. So, his works are Communication Skills Magic, Bushido Business, say that 5 times real fast, which he co authored with Brian Tracy and Stephen M.R. Covey. And Back Off, the last one is Back Off, your kick-ass guide to ending bullying at work. So help me welcome to the stage Mr. E.G. Sebastian. Take it away.
Thank you, Dan, for that intro. And I'm grateful to be here with you guys. Thank you for showing up. And I'm grateful for everything I have in my life. Yesterday was the 4th anniversary of losing my son. So I dedicate this speech, this little presentation to him. But I'm very grateful that I had him in my life for 21 full years. That's amazing. Too many parents don't get that kind of a gift. So let me start with my boy, who was raised by me, and I helped pass on my beliefs to him. I believe that our success or failure in our lives all depends on our beliefs. And as the subtitle of my speech says, harnessing your communication superpowers, it all depends on the communication with yourself and others. And I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But I believe that I am the creator of my reality, and I taught that to my children as well. And as well as I'm also a big believer that if others can, so can I. And does the moderator have the power to mute everybody, or somebody is moving around? All right, thank you. Many of us have limiting beliefs, and those limiting beliefs hold us back. So it's important to catch those beliefs. But I taught my children that to believe that if anyone believes in God, God created us in His image, and I told my children that means you are a creator as well, and you can create your reality. And remember that, regardless whether this is real or unreal, it doesn't matter. But if you believe it, it is real for you. And the other one was, of course, that if others can, so can I. I'm no less than others. So 2 main beliefs that's guided me in my life. And because of those beliefs, I got to run multiple businesses from age 24, traveled all over the world, spent 4 months in my favorite country, China, which I'm obsessed with Kung Fu, martial arts, and the culinary arts. And so I got to spend 4 months there and live in their community for 5 years. So I speak Mandarin also. I speak 6 languages. Mandarin is one of them. But again, it is because of the beliefs I had. I believed that if others can, so can I. If they can learn a language, I can. So now I learned 2, 3, why not learn 1 more? And my son, he took YouTube videos, and this is a great lesson for anybody. If you want to learn anything, you just type in YouTube. And he learned skateboarding tricks from YouTube. and he became one of the best skateboarders in my town. And in fact, he was running to get sponsored by certain companies to promote their skateboard products. The bass guitar player, he played at many concerts all over the country. He played keyboard, also regular guitar, but he was a mean bass guitar player. I had no idea that bass guitars can make that kind of like it can be that entertaining. I thought it was like doom, 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 but no, bass guitar is an amazing instrument. But back to me and about the communication that impact your life and your success. I identified 3 types of communication that will impact the quality of your life. And of course, the first one is your communication with others. All the quality of your relationships at home and at work, anywhere you are, it depends on how well you are able to communicate. So I highly encourage you to invest time to learn, number one, to become a better listener. Because when we all talk, right, nobody hears each other. Then we get into quibbles, but we don't listen. We just want to get across our ideas. But no, listen, sit back. And some fights are not worth fighting. Invest some time in learning about different personality styles. It was the biggest gift that I gave to my wife, to myself, to my children. I became a better parent, better father, better manager. So communication skills and person to person. The second one is communication with yourself. Very, very powerful, because if you say that, well, I don't think I can do that. Well, you cannot do that. So anything, catch yourself talking to yourself and see what kind of messages do you send to yourself. I was very blessed early on at about age 17 that I found in my mother's vest library, there was a book on autosuggestion. It was about the Russian champions, how they were preparing themselves for their championships. And I learned early on to auto-hypnotize, to self-hypnotize myself. And I have ADHD. I used to get angry all the time and yell and break things. So the first thing that I said, I'm calm at every moment. No matter what happens around me, I stay calm. And change my life, change the lives of those around me. People were amazed by the transformation I went through. And anything I wanted in my life, I used. Some people call it affirmations, but it's very different. Auto-suggestion is very specific, and it's like advertising. The more you hear Colgate, 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 you go to the store, you buy Colgate. So use that on yourself. Use whatever you want your mind to believe. Just keep repeating it. Like for auto-suggestion, I was saying 20 times in the morning that I'm calm in any moment, but no matter what happens around me, I stay calm. 20 times in the morning, 20 times at night. I did that, I don't know, for a couple of months. And then for the rest of my life, it stayed. Somebody asked, my brother asked my children. I have not seen my brother for like 15 years. He left the country very early on. And he asked my children, does your dad yell a lot? And my children looked at each other, looked at him, and they said, Daddy never yells. So that kind of transformation. So catch the messages that you tell yourself and use the power of advertising to use it on yourself, right? Or power of auto-suggestion, right? And then the other one is communication that's coming from outside. All of our beliefs comes from outside. Our religious belief, political beliefs, it comes from the people around us, from TV, from friends, from teachers, and so on. So catch it. Is it a belief that I chose? Is it that something that I really believe because it's factual, or is it something that was cast on me? You can transform your whole life when you catch the self-talk and also what others instilled in you. So I encourage you to use these 3 types of communication to actually take yourself, and when you have a thought and you want to make it happen, then make it happen by catching your communication. Elaine, I failed looking at the time. How much time do I have left, or did I?
You have 2 minutes. You have a couple of minutes. I don't know if you want to finish up or do some questions. It's up to you.
I will tell a quick story in 1 minute or less, and then I will use 1 minute for questions if that's enough. But at age 24, I had 5 minutes in 5 minutes, $5 in my pocket, no bank account, nobody around me, no family around me. My parents lived in the United States. I lived in Budapest, and I decided to become a millionaire or homeless, nothing in between. I used to make $100 a month, and I realized that if I live like that, I will never amount to anything. And in a short 8 months, I reached my goal. I became homeless. So that just tells you that when you set an intention and you go for it, you can make it happen. I lived at the church shelter for about a year, but every day I put on a suit and a tie, and I got out there and I searched for ways to become successful. And by age 25, I started my export-import company. I started out as an interpreter. I made lots of connections, and then I started an export-import company. And by age 25, I was in debt a lot. And by age 26, I broke even. And by 27, I made my first million. And it was so easy to double it after that. So notice your beliefs, catch your thoughts, and see if they serve you. And if they don't, then change them. And use the power of auto-suggestion, of suggestion, and use it to grow. So when you have a majestic thought, a great idea to do in life, go for it. And with these strategies, you can easily do it. And I'm open for any questions if we have a minute or not. Then
thanks, Sebastian. I think we're at time. Thank you so much, and thank you for honoring your son today. And thoughts and prayers with you. I know anniversaries of loved ones that have passed can be impactful. So, and I appreciate, and you and I have spent a little bit of time together, and I really appreciate your heart for helping people. So thank you so much.